gives us more information, and the key to successful farming, the more you record, the more you understand, and the more you can plan and improve things, which Te Pari does very well for us.
Hi there, I'm Murphy Maxwell.
And I'm Marcus Maxwell. We farm here in New Galloway in southwest Scotland, and we're Viewfield Romneys. We've been farming here since 1963. I've been farming on my own for the last 35 years, and 6 years ago Murphy, our son, came to join Kate and I in the business. We've been running Romneys for nearly the last 30 years. The genetics from them originally came from New Zealand, and Kate's father, Stuart McDougall, used to breed Marshall Romneys, and that was the original where our genetics came from. So a lot of our genetics have come from out of the Manawatu too. We've been selling sheep throughout Europe, France, Ireland, Southern Ireland, Northern Ireland, and all over the UK. We started about 25 years ago with Racewell, and we were lucky enough to have Robin Fagan, who came over here soon after we bought it, and he helped with the setting up of it and checking it was all working well, which it has been doing. And it is still a fantastic machine, but it's obviously been outclassed by the latest new Te Paris, which are sort of revolutionised what they have.
The old Racewell that we have, it was a green one, so now we've got two. We've got a Series 2, and then we bought one last March, which is completely different to our Racewell that we used to have. It's you can flip the animal over for crutching easier. You can open your two flaps, one at the front and one at the back, for vaccinating or crutching. And drenching's a bit easier inside it because you can use your foot pedals to release the sheep whenever. And yeah, on the whole, the technology that's been put into the new Te Paris to the old Racewell that we've got is just night and day. The new Te Pari just seems to be so much more quieter, it's easier to use. Even Dad can use it, and he's not very good with technology. So we first started using the tablet when we got the first machine, moving away from like the True Test Weighhead. It's a lot easier to use, and finding information on the tablet is really easy because you can go onto your Macrostock homepage and you can sit down at the end of the day and see exactly how all your lambs and your ewes and your tups are performing, your daily live weight gain. Lambs that we were recording there, they're putting about 500 grams on a day. The top ones are doing just short of 700 grams, so that's really positive. It's giving us that information, knowing what fields are performing well with lambs in, and then what fields aren't performing too well. We know now that we can sit down and add more lime fertilizer to them, muck, so we're helping the soil structure as well through the farm just by using the tablet. It's very easy to use. You've got your weigh screen, and then just at the top of the weigh screen you've got 4 or 5 little buttons that you can quite easily push whilst you're weighing animals to see what your statistics are and your weights are and everything like that, and then at the end it gives you an average per gate that you've put them in, and yeah, it's just really positive. At the end of each session I take a photo of it, and then at least I've got the photo on my phone with the date and time and when we did it, so I can add it to my diary, and then I've got that for telling our stock agent when to book lambs in for. So we'd book lambs in like a week or 2 weeks in advance, knowing that if the lambs are gaining weight like this, we can think 2 weeks ahead of ourselves, rather than rushing a week or so before thinking that, oh gosh, we need to get lambs into the abattoir. But if we can run them through and it's telling us what they're gaining, we like to think that we can book them in 2 weeks in advance because it's telling us that they're putting on their daily live weight gain.
First of all, we found Te Pari people, the staff at Te Pari, are very easy to deal with, and the backup service has been fantastic. We certainly like to question and ask, to push to get as much as we can out of the system, and they are very good. You pick up the phone them, and they generally always have an answer. If not, they'll find an answer for you very quickly. The backup service has been very good, and they're very friendly and helpful people. And they certainly want you to make the most out of your Te Pari, which is more than just a weighing and sheep sorting process. It's a whole recording and information pack that you get as well, that you know, the more you use, the more you record, the more you can get out of it, and that's what we're trying to do.
The backup with it is just second to none. I don't think you'd beat it anywhere else. And the machine is a very robust and reliable machine. We ran probably 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 animals through it. in a couple of days, and it's quiet, and yeah, it just seems to be good. I do think if you're a young farmer and not so much getting into farming, or if you're at home farming with your parents, it definitely helps having a machine weighing animals and doing stuff with you that seems to make the job a lot less stressful for you and your parents.
Not just young people, but older people. It's I think it'll extend your farming life if you want to go on farming. And the technology is, if you work on an iPhone, you can basically work the tablet.
Yeah.
And I can assure you, I'm no technical genius. I find, but it is very straightforward to use. But for older or middle-aged people, the great benefit is you can go on farming. You no longer have to fight with sheep. Your knees and shoulders and all the bits that shepherds find go on them won't go, because the machine's taking the strain. We were very impressed with the original Racewell, but now we've dealt with the Te Pari product. It's a far greater, superior machine altogether. It seems very reliable, and the working parts are easy to use. It's very robust. Livestock seem to like running through it, which takes the stress out of the livestock, and it also takes the stress out of the farmer. So all in all, I can say that we are delighted with the products we have from Te Pari, and can only recommend them to other people to make their lives easier, and possibly their businesses more profitable and easier to manage.